Imagine this, being the parents of an 18-month-old child and being told she has cancer. A cancer diagnosis at any age is scary, but for a small child, it seems almost unbelievable. Questions like, what do we do now and where do we go for help are probably the first ones on these parents' minds. Thankfully, there are wonderful places like Children's Healthcare of Atlanta and the AFLAC Cancer Center who help families deal with all kinds of life-threatening illnesses, including cancer. My parents received that news from me in September of 2000, when I was only a year and a half old. Children's Healthcare of Atlanta and the AFLAC Cancer Center immediately became my new home away from home. During my year-and-a-half-long cancer journey, the level of care and medical treatment I received at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta and the AFLAC Cancer Center will impact my life forever. Children's Healthcare of Atlanta provides world-class care to its patients just like me in more than 30 pediatric specialties. Children's is a non-profit pediatric healthcare system made up of 3 legendary Atlanta hospitals. In 1998, Eggleston Children's Healthcare System and Scottish Rite Children's Medical Center merged to form Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. In 2006, Children's grew with the addition of Hughes Spalding Children's Hospital. At Children's, the mission is simple: to make kids better today and healthier tomorrow. Because children are different from adults, sick children belong in a children's hospital to receive specialized diagnosis, treatment, equipment, and support. They need to be cared for by pediatric doctors, nurses, and specialists. It's through teamwork at every level of children's that the whole child and the whole family is treated. Patients get well faster when they are surrounded by their families. That's why family-centered care is so important. Children's provides the faculties, activities, and support that helps the mental, developmental, spiritual, and emotional needs of the whole child. With the variety of childhood illnesses comes the need for many pediatric specialties. At Children's, those specialties include cancer, diabetes and endocrinology, gastroenterology, heart and heart surgery, kidney disorders, neonatology, neurology and neurosurgery, orthopedics, pulmonology, and urology. Because of the hospital's outstanding performance in these areas, it has received many awards and honors over the years. For example, all 10 specialties were ranked in the 2011 issue of U.S. News and World Report's Best Pediatric Hospitals. Parents Magazine named Children's one of the top 10 pediatric hospitals. Plus, the Sidley Heart Center and the orthopedics program ranked among the top 5 programs in the country. Children's also had 158 doctors on the Best Doctors list in the most recent survey of Best Doctors in America. The AFLAC Cancer Center and Blood Disorder Center at Children's has also received many honors. Because of its advanced medical treatment, family-centered care, a child-friendly environment, and commitment to research, the AFLAC Cancer Center is one of the best in the country. It has been recognized by U.S. News and World Report as one of the top pediatric centers with its program in cancer, hematology, and blood and marrow transplant. The AFLAC Cancer Center provides each child and family it sees a personal course of treatment. The goal is to help children and their families through the difficult journey that lies ahead. The center is also one of the highest volume pediatric centers in the country. It treats an average of 350 new cancer cases each year, which is about 1 a day. This also means it is able to provide families with an entire team of professionals, dedicated hospital space, advanced technology, and innovative research. The AFLAC Cancer Center is also a national referral center and treats children from all over the country for cancer and blood disorders. AFLAC support has made the Cancer Center what it is today. Its partnership with Children's began in 1995 with a pledge of $3 million to establish the AFLAC Cancer Center and Blood Disorder Center. Since then, AFLAC's commitment has grown tremendously. Since 1995, the company and its field force have given more than $75 million to the AFLAC Cancer Center. AFLAC's employees, executives, and sales associates are the reason why the AFLAC Cancer Center has become an amazing place of hope and healing for children in Georgia and across the country. The company believes that doing good for others is not just a duty, but a privilege. Not only does AFLAC donate money, its employees volunteer at the center by playing bingo with patients. They also host a night at the Atlanta Braves Stadium for patients, families, and hospital staff. Without this partnership, children like me would not receive the type of treatment they do. Every patient treated at Children's has a story to tell. My story began with me not feeling well for weeks and making several trips to the doctor. Finally, blood work showed that something was seriously wrong and my stomach had gotten larger. An ultrasound found a huge tumor on my kidney that had spread across my stomach. The next morning, I went to Children's where I had a CT scan to show the doctors exactly what the tumor was. The answer came, and I had cancer. It was called Wilms tumor, which is a cancer of the kidney only found in children. Unfortunately, mine has spread to my lymph nodes and lungs, so it was stage 4 out of 5, with 5 being the worst. The next day, I had emergency surgery to take out my left kidney. The doctors hoped they could get it all, but weren't sure since it had spread. But thankfully, they did. Little did I know, my cancer journey had just begun. My mom and I had to live in an apartment for a few more weeks because I had to go back to the hospital every day for radiation. For the next 6 months, I went to the cancer center every week to get chemotherapy. In March of 2001, 6 months after my diagnosis, my treatment was over. We thought my cancer journey was gone. But 2 months later, the cancer came back. The doctors had to treat it more aggressively, which meant I had to stay in the hospital for several days at a time. My chemo was very strong and made me lose my hair. I had more radiation. Over the next 9 months, my mom and I spent 70 nights at the AFLAC Cancer Center. The nurses and other patients became our family, and the hospital became home. The playroom was my favorite place to spend hours at a time. I also loved when the therapy dogs came to visit, bingo nights, and the gift store. After my relapse treatment was over, my cancer was gone. I have been in remission for 11 years, but have to go back to the hospital every year for survival clinic. My story is just one of many. Children's was there for me and my family when we needed it most. To AFLAC, the doctors and nurses, I will always be grateful. Because of them and miracles along the way, I am